Welcome at the house of NYAKO-STAUSS. Today I want to get more bees. But before I get the bees, I have to modify this hive. Later also the other hive. This hive I will not modify because right now there are bees inside, like you know already. So I don't want to disturb them any longer that much. But I have to modify the others. The point is I want to drill some holes into the bottom board so that the bees become more air. And I want also to extend to make the entrance a little bit bigger because I think there are 4 little holes inside. I want to make a little bigger hole, just one. I'm not sure about right now if I should take 3 or 5 centimeters. No, 5 centimeters would be too much. Maybe 3 centimeters, and then I will also cover it with that blue net I have against these big hive beetles, which I did show you in the previous video. So let's start. I hope the bees are in a good mood. They're flying already. I don't like to cover just because I want to get this hive, because I will not touch them. Even I take down their roof. I hope they are happy with that one. And then I will show you the hive. It's a Kenyan, they call it Kenyan top bar hive. It's not from Kenya. The carpenter here in Nigeria made it for me. He did a very good job. So I will explain it to you, what he did and how I like it, and things that are really important to me. Let's start. I think right now it is around 22 degrees. Last night it was raining a lot and everything is still wet, but the fleas, they're already flying out to get nectar and pollen. They're very busy and I'm happy about it. Let's see how it's going. But I think for when I replace, or if I place more hives here, because I still want to have more bees, I think I will place them a little bit further away from the fence, from the wall, so I have more space to work. The thing is, the best is all the time if you work behind the hive, not in front of the entrance. That's the best you can do. Because if you work in front of the entrance, of course, the bees, they will feel disturbed already. So that's why it's all the time better to work at the opposite side. So let me just talk quickly about the top bars. These top bars, they have like a triangle here on top where the bees should build their combs on. What is very important with the top bars, the width should be somewhere between 32 and 35 millimeters. Mine are 35 millimeters. This is the distance between 32 and 35, so the bees will have the right space to build their combs. If you will build it smaller than 32, they will connect combs, or they will just build the wrong way for sure. And even when you have it too big, too wide, they will do the same thing. So this one is with a triangle. There are also other ones with a cut inside the middle where you can put I don't know how it's called. We call it Mittelwand in Germany. I have to check for that word. To put wax inside. But for the top bar hive, I prefer it this way. So what you can do, you can cover the top of it with wax. I did it a little bit, but not enough the way I noticed. But this is one of the most important things for them. So the uncle of my wife, he said that people even came to his place and they stole the whole colony with the hive. And that is even more heavy. I don't know how they do it, how they did it. And the bees, of course, they will become aggressive because everything is shaking. So I have no, oh, that was bad, very bad. Now I hit the other hive. So this is what I have. You know, I have a whole drill with different sizes. You just span it inside there, and then you can drill different holes. This one is almost 4 centimeters. So before I was thinking of 3 and then of 5, but 5 I think is too much. 3 I think is too little, so I think 4 is good. To me, it's not really important that much where the entrance of the hive is. I just put different entrances. On the hive with the bees inside, the entrance is in the middle. Here's on the left side. I have another hive there where it's on this side. What you should know is that bees actually store the honey away from the entrance. So this colony, depends on how big it is, will build a brood on the left side of the hive.
You mean the right side?
Huh?
The right side. The entrance is on the left.
It's on the left.
So
yeah. Did I say right?
Yeah, you said left, yes, but you're saying they are going to build the colony around the left side.
They build the colony. The brood will be on the left side, and then the honey they will store away from the entrance. That means it will go to the right side. So this is the average what bees are doing. That means if they have the entrance here, they do the same. They will build at first the brood and then the honey later. If you have it in the middle, like I have the other hive, the brood will be more in the middle and the honey will go either to left or right or both sides. So like I said, these top bars, they should be between 32 and 35 millimeter wide. I have 35 millimeter. I don't know why I did like this, I just liked it. But now I think I will see if it's good or not, because the Nigerian bees, they are a little bit smaller than the European honeybee. They are smaller than the Kanika. They are smaller than the, what else do we have there? It just doesn't come into my mind right now. It doesn't matter.
But the point is they are smaller.
They're smaller. Because the most beekeepers or hobby beekeepers in Germany, for example, they have the Kanika bees. The Kanika bee was native in Europe to the south of the Alps. In Germany, the native bees was called the black bee, the dark bee. But I don't really know the exact Latin name right now. And there's even an Italian bee, also very productive. They grow fast, but they also have issues in the winter with the food because they consume too much. So it doesn't matter. We're talking about the African bees. Apis mellifera, and I have to research again. I forget. I'm telling you, I'm not good with names. Are you good with names?
Yes.
Maybe I should tell you next time the name of the bee.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We talk about the African bee, the native bee in Nigeria. It is Apis mellifera
Adansoni. Yeah, Adansoni.
Me, I'm bad with names.
It's crazy.
He's good with techniques, so he's a researcher. He's researching. That is the native bee. Of course, we have different bees in Nigeria too, but it should be the Adansoni.
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 By the way, this is Latin, so you could guess why we are pronouncing the way we are.
But this is important for beekeepers all over the world.
Yeah, you get
because
to know.
the beekeepers they pronounce or they call the Latin names. For example, you can check for the Italian bee if you want.
Italian bee.
Yeah.
Mm.
So now I will just drill another hole by side, not higher than the others a little bit, so that is the level the same.
So the Italian bee is Apis mellifera linguistica.
That's the right one. Yes, that's a very productive bee, but also very sensitive for the environment. That's not an easy bee to keep, I think. And then, of course, in Germany, we have all kind of mixtures between these bees. But there are some breeders that try to breed, what is it called? A pure breed. So I will just put this entrance, should I maybe, you know what? I will not make it, I will not expand it to the side, I will expand it down there. Yes, I will put it down there.
Where the net can fit in perfectly. I think it's
yes. Okay. Let me just try to show you there. That would be nice. So now we have a nice round hole. What I will do for the beginning is I will close the little holes with wax. So if the bees decide that this hole here, the 4 centimeter, is not big enough, so they can open the little ones themselves. Because bees are smart. If they think that an entrance is too big, they will just start to close it to their size. So the next thing, what we will do now, we will prepare more. No, stay, don't move at all. We will prepare more of these ones. So this is the right distance. So we will prepare more of these top bars. So I have to drill holes inside, put a rope through that we can connect the combs from the hive or from the colony that we will pick up by today if it works out well. And this is how it looks like. This is an empty comb from the other colony because they had 3 combs with brood, and there were 3, 4, or maybe 2. I don't remember. There were some of them that were completely empty. No nectar, so no honey, no pollen inside, just empty. And this is what the bees like. When they come to a new hive or when they look for a new place and they see like a used hive with combs like this, they will prefer it. They will enter. So if you guys want to catch some bees, you could use old combs like this. This is the transport box I made for the bees. I just did count some mesh, cut out the plastic. They put in some mesh. I just made it hot so it will melt together with the plastic. And this should just be small enough that bees cannot go through. So I put it on both sides and I put in a lid So if you transport the bees so that they have a chance to hang themselves on top of the box, because it isn't nice if all of them will lie down on the floor. They will become too hot. Some of them could die. And if the queen is inside and the queen will die, that's the issue. It's not perfect because I still think about to make something in the box that I can open, that bees can enter, but the queen cannot escape. So it's like a queen excluder, but then I also have to cover it on the transport in the car. But that is for the next time, not for today. So, and I was lucky. We didn't do it by purpose. I was very lucky that the top bars just fit inside. So that's why I use one of the boxes to transport the bars with the comb, with brood, and maybe some honey if there's honey. But the brood is very important. So because bees are attracted to brood, they will stay inside the hive when there's brood. Because if you just bring bees and there is no comb inside with brood, maybe the bees will just leave again. That could happen. So that's why I have to make sure there's brood inside, that the bees will stay. That's the best. It's different with a swarm. A swarm, when there's swarming season, the bees, they look for a place where to stay. That's different than when you take out bees from the hive. So now I have to count. How many do I need?
8.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
The two sides I will not use because they don't stay well. So it's like 2, 4, 6. But you were right with 8. But it's not staying well. So that's why we'll use 6. So the point is, what should we do if the colony has more than 6 combs with hive?
We'll take 2 boxes just in case.
And how do you want to transport the bees then? I only have 2 boxes.
Put them in the bag.
Oh, no. No. It's not a good
So
idea.
why don't we just take the entire box?
Huh?
Why don't we take this box?
Because I cannot close it well. I could close it. Should we try it?
I think we should take the box alongside.
See, there's some other wax. Wow, it smells so nice. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Oh, it's nice. I love it. I mean, if we close all the bars, they will not come out, because these bars, they are so straight. But actually, it's a good thing to close them with wax. It takes them a long time to get through this wax. Before they get through this wax, we are at home already. So maybe we should try it, huh? Oga said we should try it. Oga, Mr. Bitrus, David. So this is what I do. I just put some holes inside. Holes. I will drill 4 of them. The last time I drilled 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 5. So this is how it should look like on the end. We just pull a rope through to tie the comb. But 4 holes are enough, we noticed. So that's why I do just 4 holes. And it's not important if they are up here or down or whatever, as long as they're inside. So guys, this was about my hives. Don't forget, between 30, 32 and 35, the width. The length for the hive itself, this rooster is annoying me. Doesn't matter. We have to work with the roosters in this country. The width of the hive is even not that important, but I can tell you my measurements after I killed the rooster. Hey! So, the rooster is still alive. I didn't catch him, but for now he's not allowed anymore. So the length of my combs is 49 centimeters. Yes, 49 centimeters. So down by the board is 26 centimeters. The length of the hive itself is almost 1 meter. And me, I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around 22 top bars, which is not enough for a big colony when they're full of honey. So that's why I even want to build bigger hives in future. But for now, it is good enough because me, I just get the experience with the African bees. I don't know how big they really grow. I don't know what they can handle. But for example, in Canada or even in Germany, when you have good years with this magazine hive, you call them super. You call them super or supper? No, it's super. It's supper. These are the boxes, the suppers. And you have, in good years, sometimes 8 or up to 10 suppers. That means you have in each box either 8 or 10 frames. To count easy, we say 10 frames. So that means you have 2 suppers, let's say boxes, full with brood, and the rest is all honey. That makes it to 6 or 8 suppers of honey. Of course, here in Nigeria will be different because there we have fields with canola and other things. The point is, if you don't harvest the honey soon enough when it's full, then this hive will be too little. But that's not the issue now. I just have to get the experience because I don't know how much the bees will work and how much they will handle, but I will get the experience. And that would make it to 80 frames. 80 frames. These are 22 frames. So you can imagine if they would work like the European bees close to a canola field, it will not be big enough, of course. And the issue also is with little hives that bees will swarm maybe earlier when the space is not enough. House of NYAKO-STAUSS says, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Bye-bye.